Motion to Spill. Case number 023. Big news and big shifts.
Welcome back to Motion to Spill. I'm Sarah Young, and I'm joined by my co-host and partner in crime, Meghan Rogers.
The partner in crime is the important part, though. Just remember that.
I just like crime.
I don't know. I'm not willing to admit anything right now. Okay, so today is a big one. This is probably the most personal episode that we've recorded so far. We're going to talk growth, transitions, and a little bit of risk. So, the announcement.
I'm so excited!
And she just can't hide it.
I'm so
I know. Yeah.
That's a Saved by the Bell reference for those of you who are children of the 90s. Anyway, today...
I was a children of the 80s. So.
Spill it. Spill the news, Sarah.
I'll spill the tea.
Thank you.
Ma'am. Okay.
This is... I make a motion...
To spill.
I
Love it. That's perfect. Can I get a second? No.
I will second that motion if you will tell our audience what is happening.
Today, I'm officially announcing the launch of Triad Law Group and our expansion into Mocksville. It's not a merger. It's a transition and a continuation. So, for those of you who have been listening, we are a small boutique law firm that we focus on real estate, estate planning, estate administration in North Carolina, specifically the Winston-Salem Triad area. So we've decided to rebrand as Triad Law Group. And a big part of the story is really Wendy Terry's transition to the bench. So Wendy Terry of Penry, Terry and Mitchell in Mocksville. They also have a location in Lexington, but Lexington we are not a part of. She is running unopposed for a judge. So she will be a district court judge, hopefully, by the end of the year.
And for those of you who are not in the law industry, a judge cannot own or benefit from or have any tie to any law firm, because you could see how that might potentially be wrong and have some conflict of interest issues there. So we are acquiring the Mocksville location of Penry, Terry, Mitchell.
Right.
And it will become Triad Law Group. But what is really awesome about this is Sarah's big dream has always been to have a full service law firm. So basically, your general practitioner doctor takes care of all of the basic needs. And then when you need a specialist, they refer you to someone who does that. That is what our law firm will do.
Right. So we will not have general practitioners because that's never really been my model. So we'll still have attorneys that are focused on what they do. So I will not be adding anything to my practice areas and what I do, but we will now have 4 attorneys who do things that I do not do. And those are their areas of focus. Can't say expertise. Can't say
specialize. Dear God, don't say specialize.
However, I don't want to take away from Wendy. She's built an incredible reputation in this community, and she's served clients in this community for over 20 years, I believe. I could be wrong on that. And that doesn't go unnoticed in a small town like Mocksville or in Davidson, Davie. And her move to the bench really reflects the trust that she's earned. So this isn't about changing anything about what she's built. It's about continuing it.
So in continuing it, though, the cool thing is we will be operating out of the building that Wendy was. But for those of Davie County, it is always been a law firm. So since 1977, and Sarah will be...
It's before that.
Nope. 1977, I did all my research. And Attorney Brock bought the building with Grady McClamrock, and then they operated out of there. Attorney Brock retired, and then Grady McClamrock retired, and then Wendy Terry took over the space, and it was Terry Law, and then she merged with Penry Mitchell, and that's how it became Penry, Terry, Mitchell, and now it's going to be Triad Law Group. So for Davie County, that has been where you could come to handle your legal needs, and it will still be that for our community.
Yes, and then some, because they did not have the areas that I practice, that we practice, and they practice things that I don't do. So I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited to keep things in-house and be almost a full-service firm. without being general practitioners, because I've never been interested in being a general practitioner. So we've got an attorney for that, hopefully. So the Clemmons office is also moving, and we're moving into a larger space, and we're just moving 2 doors down around the corner to Suite A. We'll have double the space, actual walls, which I'm so excited about. And for the first time, it's ours. We own it.
I know. It is awesome.
So very excited. So continuity, we will keep that. We'll have the same attorneys, same staff, same relationships. For clients, it should feel seamless, not disruptive. And, there's a lot of behind the scenes that's been going on for months. This has been going on for quite a while. There's been a lot up in the air, and I'm just so excited that it's coming together. So it's not been a simple process. Lots of moving pieces, staff, systems, communication, and people don't like uncertainty. So, above all, we want to protect the client experience, take care of our team, keep everything steady and clear. And at the end of the day, people don't hire firms they don't trust. And so we want to keep that trust that we built in the community and build on the trust that Wendy spent her career building.
Yes, and I'm very excited to work with Lynn Gullett and Julie Parker, who are 2 of the attorneys that were with Wendy Terry Mitchell that will now be with Triad Law. And I'm really excited to be able to offer things that we haven't been able to offer before, like family law, so child custody and divorce, and also criminal law and traffic, DUIs, things like that. So those are things that we have not been able to offer in our firm before because that's not an area of law that Sarah practices. But these attorneys do practice those areas. And these are not baby attorneys that we're working with. Lynn Gullett is a retired Superior Court judge and District Court judge. So she brings a lot of neat experience. And Julie Parker has been practicing for 30-some years. So, and she is a very dear friend of mine, and I'm excited to work with her on a daily basis.
I am too. I'm thrilled, and I'm really excited to get to know the staff that are there at the new firm in Mocksville, or the new location in Mocksville, and just excited to get to know them and individually, personally, and
I know we've got to spend some time with them, and I have really, really liked them, and it's been really fun to see their world and get to know them. And I know that our team at Clemmons is very excited to get to work with them and learn from them and see the way they do things. And as we announced on a previous episode, Tessa has gotten her bar number now. She has passed the bar and has been enjoying getting to work with some of the attorneys over in Mocksville because she has a lot of interest in criminal law. And so she's gotten to go into Superior Court and District Court and get to see how things are going there. And I'm excited to see where her career goes.
Yeah, we're really excited. So that's our personal news. And it's not just a name change, it's part of a bigger shift in how we operate. So we're, more business minded, more systems driven, more client focused. That's not our slogan, but.
Well, this opportunity really exists because of the foundation that Wendy built and everything that we built in Clemmons.
That's right.
So I'm just excited to see what comes. So, Tim, what I am really excited about is that we have this, rebrand and all of that. But the part I'm sad about, I went to a networking event yesterday, and do you know how many times I heard, "Oh, it's the Sarah Young"? The Sarah Young. I'm just not going to have that anymore.
Well, yes, we can. We have to perpetuate the Sarah Young.
No, we
Absolutely.
don't. No, we don't. We can put that to bed.
No.
That brings me and Tim too much joy.
It shan't go to bed. It will stay up all night long.
You can do it. We don't have to. We don't have to do that.
Because we still have
do.
this podcast.
We kinda do.
And on this podcast, you will always and forever be the Sarah Young.
Now, I was listening to Less Desirable's podcast a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and you name dropped somebody or a guest, Do you remember?
Yeah, it was Joelle Irons.
You said the Joelle Irons, and there was this awkward pause. Obviously, no one in the room got it.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's because they're not the
Sarah Young.
I'm going to have to get Joelle to listen to our podcast so she understands the reference.
And for those of you who don't know, she is the executive director of the Little Theater here in Winston. So,
And a beautiful human.
Yes.
Really
I don't know
love
her personally yet, but I hope to get my daughter involved in some summer camp action down there this summer. So
This will air a week later, but the Little Theater will be on the Less Desirables this evening. Actually, Joelle probably not, but Jessica, the marketing director for the Little Theater, will be bringing some people from the upcoming production of The Mystery of Edwin Drood to talk about that. Just to give them, I guess, a little plug, even though they don't pay for that. But anyway.
cool. Well, we'd love to be on your podcast again. That was great fun. We love Bethany.
I think I told you the first time you were here that you are Crew TLD and you can come as often and whenever you want.
Well, we're like vampires. We have to be invited in.
Okay, you're invited.
Sorry, that sounded really weird.
If
That
you-
was, I mean,
In
it was
my
a Buffy
head-
reference, but it
True
may
Blood.
have felt.
And True Blood and
all of
Fright
them.
Night.
Is
And
it not a Buffy reference?
It's totally a
is.
Buffy
Thank
reference.
you.
but,
Buffy and
it's
Angel.
even before that,
forever.
it was Fright Night. It was the thing too.
In my head, it sounded a lot cooler.
And Lost Boys. Don't forget Lost Boys. And y'all are probably too young for that. Not Sarah Young, but too young. Yeah.
So anyway, to wrap this up, I am incredibly excited about what we are building. And I have so much gratitude to the clients that we currently have that have put their trust in us and in all of our staff at Mocksville and Clemmons. And if you're a current client, you're in the right place. Good job. You chose the right attorney. And now we're going to be able to offer so much more.
Traffic
and if you're
tickets.
new,
Criminal matters, domestic,
we'd love to
family.
help you.
Yeah.
I've spent so much of my networking time, Tim, going, do not call me about your divorce unless you just want a referral. And now I have to undo all of that.
Way to
I've
go.
spent years telling people, do not
should
call
have
me
seen
if
that
you
coming.
get a Dewey. Do not call me.
Do you have a copyright lawyer?
No, we do not. But I may be able to help you with that.
Okay, excellent.
Depending.
I could probably use one.
Okay. I mean, I can write a cease and desist.
Oh, no,
we'll
it's not.
talk.
It's not on me. It's so I can.
Oh, well, let's chat.
Okay,
There are ways around things.
excellent.
That's not legal advice, by the way. This is for entertainment purposes only. Just like to remind everybody.
That's right.
Why? I am an attorney. I may not be your attorney.
Yeah, they'll hear that in a few seconds. So that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, indeed.
I just like the fact that we listen to these in the car and my kids now literally talk with you and me during the ending parts because they've heard it so many times.
That reminds me. We have to mention Sloan because I don't think we mentioned her last
Oh
couple
my
episodes.
gosh. Sloanie Bear, I'm so sorry.
The Sloan Young.
Okay, she'll be happy now.
Now we're good.
Okay. Yep.
So
All right.
I'm super excited for our next episode to bring in one of my favorite human beings on the planet.
She's so fun.
And I cannot wait for all of you to get to know why I absolutely adore her. And she is just the coolest person. And we'll be talking about some fun dish out because everybody that ever talks to an attorney is like, hey, so my brother's sister's cousin is getting a divorce, but he cheated on her. And did you know? And so they give you all that dirt, but it would actually work because she does family law. So it'll be really fun. So tune in to our next episode.
Really excited. And maybe someday she may even be a part of TLG. Maybe.
You know, if Kate listens to this, she's going to kill you. I will never let you borrow her for
No,
a
I already
podcast
tried.
again.
I already tried. She said it was a hard pass, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll get over it. I'm licking my wounds. That's all right. But we're so excited. Thanks for sharing our announcement with us, and we'll see you next week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Quick reminder, while I am a lawyer, I may not be your lawyer. This podcast is designed to educate and entertain, not to provide legal advice for your personal situation. Every legal issue is unique, and good legal advice requires knowing all the specifics of your case, which I don't have from a podcast. If you need legal help with a legal matter, please consult with a qualified attorney in your jurisdiction who can give you personalized guidance. Thanks for listening, and remember, no attorney-client relationship is created by tuning in.
This is Motion to Spill. All rights are reserved. So this podcast is ours, not yours. We made it, we own it, and we copyrighted it. So don't steal our stuff, don't copy it, share it commercially, or don't try to pass it off as your own genius. If you want to use our content for something, just ask us, like a normal person. We might say yes, and we might say no, but at least you won't be breaking the law. Seriously though, unauthorized use of this content can get you in legal trouble, and no one wants that kind of drama. And I mean, come on, she's an attorney. Don't mess with her.